Have you ever noticed how much time you spend chasing proof instead of living the feeling? We search for signs, for meaning, for proof that what we want is actually on its way. It sounds innocent, right? You're just checking, making sure the universe got your order. But here's the thing. The very act of looking for it can sometimes be what keeps it away. Neville Goddard once said, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not hope for it. Not wait for it. Assume it." It sounds simple, but it's probably the hardest shift most people will ever make. Because when you assume something is already true, you stop needing proof. You stop scanning the outside world for confirmation. You rest. And that's exactly what allows things to start moving. Let's break that down. Most of us live in reaction. We think the outer world decides how we feel, but Neville flipped that idea upside down. He said, the inner state comes first. The world just echoes it back. So when you walk around looking for evidence that your manifestation is working, you are still saying, quietly, I don't have it yet. That subtle not yet is a vibration of absence. And the field, this intelligent space we all move in, it mirrors that. Not to punish, but to stay consistent with what you are broadcasting. Imagine this. You plant a seed in your garden. Every day you go outside, dig it up, and check if it's growing. What happens? You disturb the process. You never let the roots take hold. That's what searching does. It pulls your energy back to doubt. You say you trust, but your attention keeps running to what if. And energy follows attention. Always. So how do you stop searching without pretending you don't care? How do you assume when your senses still show the opposite? That's the art. And it begins with this quiet decision. I no longer need proof. I decide this is done. That one line can change your entire frequency, because it moves you from waiting to being. Now, let me give you a picture of what that looks like in real life. A woman wants to manifest love. She's been visualizing, scripting, doing all the things. But every day she checks her phone, waiting for the message. She checks his profile and watching for signs. Each check whispers, it's not here yet. One evening, she gets tired of it. Really tired. She closes her eyes and says, I'm done waiting. I choose to feel loved right now. And something in her softens. Not a fake calm, but a real exhale. She plays her favorite music, takes a long bath, and goes to bed smiling for no reason. Within a week, she meets someone, casually, unexpectedly. And it flows. Not because she earned it, but because she finally stopped chasing the signal of not yet. That's the paradox. The moment you stop searching, you allow what you've assumed to find you. Because assuming is not pretending. It's remembering. Remembering that your inner world is the real script, and the outer one just follows. Now, I know what you're thinking. But how can I assume something that isn't real yet? And the answer is, it's not about forcing belief. It's about feeling familiarity. Let's say you want financial freedom. Don't force the image of $1 million. Instead, step into the tone of ease. How does it feel wake up without worry? How do you breathe when money isn't a problem? How do you move through your day? That's the assumption. It's emotional memory. before the event happens. Here is the secret Neville pointed to again and again. You can't manifest from lack. You can only manifest from identity. Meaning, you don't get what you want. You get what you are being. If you keep assuming, I'm the one who's still waiting, then that version keeps looping. But if you quietly shift to, I'm already the one who has it, then reality begins to rearrange itself to match that identity. Not overnight maybe, but inevitably. Let's pause here, because this part is where most people stumble. They say, okay, I assumed for a week. Why isn't it here yet? That right there, that question, is a sign they never truly assumed. They visited the new state, but kept their old address as backup. You can't assume and then check if it worked. Assumption means you moved in completely. You burned the bridge behind you. And when you do, reality follows your lead like a shadow. Think of it like watching a movie. If you keep pausing the film to see how it ends, you never feel the story. But when you relax, let it play, the story unfolds naturally, and it feels real. That's what assumption does. It lets the scene play out. Not because you control it, but because you have already chosen the role you are in. Now let's make this practical. Tonight, when you lie in your bed, don't replay your worries. Close your eyes and drop into the feeling that it's already done. Not I want this, but this is mine. Not as a mantra, as a mood. See the world from that place, not toward it. Feel the small details. The softness of your pillow, the quiet of the night, and let them merge with the feeling of done. You don't have to make it grand, just natural, like remembering something beautiful that already happened. But that's assumption. And the next morning, when your mind wants to check for proof, smile and remind yourself it's already unfolding, even if I can't see it yet. That simple sentence keeps you in the right state. You're not denying reality. You're choosing which version to tune into. Because the field, this living consciousness, doesn't respond to words. It responds to tone, to vibration, to how familiar your desired reality feels. And here is a small trick. Whenever you catch yourself looking for a sign, pause and say, "Ah, there's my old self checking again." Smile at it. Then shift back into your new state. It's not about fighting the old. It's about remembering the new. Do that gently, often, and watch what happens. You see, manifestation isn't about controlling outcomes. It's about relaxing into alignment. It's the art of becoming the version of you who already has it. Because that version already exists. Right now, in this same room. You don't have to chase it. You just have to match it. And you match it by assuming, not hoping. So stop looking. Stop scanning the outside world for signs. Every time you do this, you hand your power away. Instead, look within. Assume quietly. Walk as if it's done. Because in that moment you become it inside, the outside has no choice but to catch up. And maybe that's the real secret Neville was trying to teach all along. That manifestation isn't magic. It's memory. You're just remembering who you already are. So tonight, don't ask, when will it happen? Ask instead, how would I feel if it already did? Then feel that. Let it be simple. Let it be soft. And let life mirror it back to you, in its own quiet, perfect timing. Stop looking. Start assuming. And watch how quickly the world remembers your truth. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for your support and see you soon.